Hi, I'm Monsignor Ed Girres. I have retired a couple years ago, but when I became pastor at St. Cecilia's in Algona, in about a year's time, I thought it'd be really good for the parish to be connected to working with the poor in some ways, and I was aware of the parish twinning program and thought that might be really helpful. It was a former pastor from St. Cecilia's who had told me something very important. I thought he said, a parish needs to tithe. And he says, I think if a parish tithes to the poor, then they're not going to have to worry about finances. And in fact, when I came to St. Cecilia's, they were having some financial struggles, but we worked at that and got into the twin parish. It didn't seem to take anything away from our efforts to have local stewardship. It seemed like people love the idea of being able to directly give to a group of people that they started to get to know through trips and visits of pastors, and that they were able to know that the money that they give was wired directly to the pastor, and there's no in-between people, no money taken out. And then we've always been very fortunate with the pastors. They've given us good financial reports so people know the money is being used well and how it's being used. And so the twinning started, I think, around 2010, and it's continued. Of course, in the first years, we were able to do visits, and that really helped. People came back, talked about their experiences, and it almost is like we're helping our people develop an actual personal relationship with the parish there. And then when the pastor would come, he would always address people at the parish and our school and what have you, and people have just really gotten behind the project. So much so when the hurricane happened in 2016, I think it was in about 3 months' time, we raised over $300,000 for our twin parish to rebuild and to get the basics of food and shelter. So they definitely felt committed to it. And now this bit of a challenge is, since we can't do the visits, to keep that connection strong, but we're doing everything we can with communication. Last fundraiser, we had some kind of personal witnesses from a teacher, a student, and people from the twin parish, just kind of explaining how important it is for their education to get our help. And so it's been, I think, a real blessing to the parish. We really have not had to struggle with money over these last years. So I hope more and more parishes are open to continue that twinning. It's pretty clear from the Gospels that we've got to reach out to those on the margins, those who need help. That's part of our call as Christians. So if we only live for ourselves locally, that gets pretty deadly. It's not good for the community. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Thank you for your time.